What is going on, warriors and farmers of Tamaris? Welcome to the updated beginner's guide in Call of Dragons. The game has been out for over 3 years and the game developers have added so many new stuff into the game. This episode is going to show you pretty much everything that you need to know as a brand new beginner. There will be many chapters. Use the time cards at the bottom to skip to a specific topic that you are looking for. If you're new here, make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave some comments down below. Without wasting any more time, let's get the guide started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, when you first begin playing Call of Dragons, you will be required to select a faction. There are 3 different factions in Call of Dragons. We have Spring Wardens, we have League of Order, and we have the Wilderbeck faction. It is recommended that you begin your journey in the League of Order as a brand new beginner. This faction is going to give you 2 different magic troop types. The magic troop type dominates the open field, so this is going to be the best place for a brand new beginner. And when you begin in the League of Order, your starting hero is going to be Walder. Walder is considered to be one of the best mage heroes in Season 1 for open field combat. So this is going to be a very good place for a brand new beginner. You also get a Legion magic defense of plus 3%. This is going to help you against those other magic enemies that are fighting you. You get overall gather speed of 10%, which is going to be good for getting a lot of resources in the early game. Now the other 2 factions are also very good, but they are considered to be very expensive. They are kind of very good in the late game, but if you want to get something good out of your account, you should make sure you begin in the League of Order. Every single faction has its own special units. Like you can use the Elk Riders in the Spring Warden faction, but this faction is kind of expensive. In the Wilderbeck faction, you can use the Spearmen. For open field combat, they are considered to be one of the best archer troop type in the game, but the faction is also very expensive and you get good archers like in the late game. So if you want the best out of your account, the League of Order is the best place to begin as a brand new beginner. Once you have selected your starting faction, there is something that you really need to pay attention to, and we're gonna check that out right now. There are 4 different troop types in Call of Dragons. We got cavalry, we have archers, we have mages, and we have infantry. Infantry will counter-attack cavalry. Cavalry will counter archers. Archers will counter mages, and mages will counter infantry. If you're going to play Call of Dragons, make sure you specialize in just one troop type. Do not try to specialize in multiple troop types at the same time because it's going to be overwhelming and your account is not going to be very strong. Make sure you pick one troop type and just throw everything at that troop type. Try to upgrade it as much as possible. The one that's recommended is always the archers or the mages, but the mages is at the top. So once you've picked your specialized troop type, make sure you create multiple heroes for that troop type. That way you can bring out multiple legions on the field, have a strong account, and you will be good to go. Now when you play this game, you're probably gonna have like 4 range units and then 1 infantry for fighting in the open field. Make sure you train at least 1 million infantry for your account. You can work towards that goal very slowly. You don't need to do it like right away, but make sure you focus on just one troop type and make it very strong. Do not invest in everything and make your account weak. Right now, as a new beginner, since we've recommended you start in the League of Order, make sure you build your magic heroes, your magic WARPETs, and your magic artifacts. And then later on, you can build 1 infantry legion. You can have 4 magic legions on the field and 1 infantry to help you out with your account, and you should be good to go. So this is the unit counter system. If you want to become an infantry main, it's going to cost you a lot of resources because infantry needs a lot of healing. They are going to be in the front line to do the tanking. You need at least, I think, 5 million infantry if you want to become an infantry main. Then you're going to be having a lot of fun, but that's going to be very expensive. Cavalry is also very good for open field combat. You can use the Elk Riders or you can use the melee cavalry. Now cavalry is going to be kind of expensive and you need like heavy investment to get them to do some good stuff, but they can really put in some work on the field. However, in large scale fights, when there are so many mages and archers, it's going to be very difficult to play cavalry unless you go in a group. Now archers are also going to be excellent in Call of Dragons. You can hide them among the mages. Their attack range is not the same like the mages, but they are still going to be very good for your account. Like you can have 4 archer legions on the field and then 1 infantry to help you out. That is going to be the best way to do it. Just remember that archers are not very good in the early game, but in the late game, you will have access to very powerful archers and they are going to be helping you out. However, if you go with the mages, you will be good to go. You won't be regretting anything whatsoever. Up next, we're going to talk about buildings and upgrades and how to make your account very strong. As you can see here on the map, each one of this building is level 25. That should be your main goal. You should try and upgrade your buildings to level 25. When you go to your city, you're going to see that your city has so many buildings. There are some buildings that are duplicate of each other. For example, the hospitals. There are 4 different hospitals, but you only need to work on 1 as a prerequisite. When you're upgrading your Hall of Order, which is the main building, you are going to have other prerequisites that you need to meet. There are so many different buildings that are duplicate of each other. You don't need to upgrade all of them. Only focus on 1 building and use it as a prerequisite. Once you've gotten your Hall of Order to level 25, you can then come back and max out these other buildings later on. Now, there are 2 different buildings that are going to be a bottleneck for your account. The first one is going to be the Watchtower. The Watchtower is going to require special items to upgrade. The next building is also going to be your Rally Beacon, which is also going to require specific special item to upgrade. So this is the Rally Beacon. When I go to my item section, I can show you the items that are going to be a bottleneck for your account. So you're going to need this treaty. These treaties are going to be used to upgrade your Rally Beacon. You can get them by killing the Darkling Fortresses, and you can also get it from the Battle Abyss. Make sure you play the Battle Abyss and buy the 30 treaties almost every 2 or 3 days. It can help. You can also use your gems to get some of them. You can get these Sentinel arrows by killing Darklings on the map. This one is going to be very good for upgrading this building right here, which is the Watchtower. Once you've gotten your Watchtower and the Rally Beacon to level 25, then you will be able to max out your College of Order. In your College of Order, you will be able to get powerful technology to help your account out. Your main goal is to try and unlock all the T5s in your account. So these are the T5s. As you can see, they are towards the end of the technology. It is going to take you a long time to get here. One thing that you need to know is that you must max out your economic technology all the way up to the end over here. Once you've maxed this out, only then will you be able to unlock your T5s. So make sure you max out these guys, you max out these guys, you max out these guys. It's going to be a very long journey. Once you've done that, you can focus on the specific troop type that is selected for your account. Remember, like I said, you don't need to invest in multiple troop types at the same time. Pick one and focus on that troop type. That way your account is very, very efficient. For example, it is recommended that you begin in the League of Order where you're going to have mages. So you start at the bottom here. You can upgrade these guys, I think, all the way up to level number 9 without requiring a maxed out College of Order. It should help your account perform kind of okay. And then when you meet all the requirements, you can unlock your T5 and your account is going to be very, very strong. There is one thing that you need to know as a brand new beginner when it comes to working on your buildings and your technology. So if you go to your KVK calendar, which is this one right here, you can click on the titles and you go to the title section. Make sure you use these titles when you are upgrading your buildings. For example, we got the Chief Warder. This is going to be very useful when you're training troops. We have the Archmage, which is very useful when you are building. As you can see, you get a plus 10% speed. We also have research speed, which is good for doing research in your city. Make sure you come and apply for these titles. Like for this one, you hit apply. And then when you apply, it's going to be put on your city and you will be able to get some buffs to help you reduce the time required. And when I go to my city, you're going to see that I have a title. As you can see here, the title is on my city. It is pretty good. You should also pay attention to when your R5 puts the city buff for your realm. they're going to put realm buffs that's going to help you out. You can see them here from the top. When I go to my calendar, I think we had one buff here for the training. I don't know where he put it. Okay, as you can see here, we got a 10% training buff. So make sure you check this out if you're going to be applying some expensive upgrades in your city. Call of Dragons is a game where you don't need to play by yourself. This is a game that requires you to join an alliance and have fun together. You cannot play this game by yourself. Make sure you join an alliance as fast as possible because you're going to be getting a lot of cool stuff in the game. Now, when you join an alliance, your teammates will be able to help you out. When you try to upgrade your buildings, you can get some help from your teammates, and that's going to cut out the time required. You can get some gifts when your teammates buy stuff, which is pretty good. This is going to help your account grow faster. It is very important that you join a strong alliance as fast as possible. You will be able to donate in the technology and get some items in return. For example, you can get these items here that you can use in the alliance store. So we go over here, we hit donate. You just keep donating to the alliance, and you can use a lot of the stuff in the alliance store, which is right here. As you can see, we can buy some cool stuff. You can buy territorial relocation. You can buy city shields. You can buy rename scroll. All this stuff are going to be very good for your account. You can also get some speed ups. As you can see here, I have about 17 million, which is very good. You just have to be active. Make sure you join an alliance. You can see your alliance team members. This game is all about socializing with your friends, so it's pretty good. Make sure you join an alliance as fast as possible. You can also see your performance in the alliance by going over here in the rankings. You can see the personal merits for the season. You can filter by infantry, cavalry, and the specific troop types that you really want to see. So joining an alliance is very, very important in Call of Dragons. It's going to help you grow as fast as possible. There is so many things you can get from the alliance section. Make sure you join one right away. And also try to go for a very, very strong alliance if you want to be successful in the game. Gaining a lot of power in the early stages of your brand new account is going to be very important because that's going to help you get into a very powerful alliance. When you are in a strong alliance, your account is going to grow very, very fast. There are so many ways to gain power in Call of Dragons. Upgrading each building in your account is going to give you power. Make sure you do that as fast as possible. Training troops in your training camp is going to give you a lot of power. Make sure you do that. Going to your College of Order and then doing research in your College of Order is going to give you power. Make sure you take advantage of that situation. There are other places where you can get power as well. For example, when it comes to WARPET, the more pets with more skills on it and more higher star level will give you power. For example, I got the pet, I'm going to remove it. And when I put it back on, you're going to see that I got a lot of power. So this one is 35,000 power, which is pretty good. Let me try a different pet that is at a very good level. For example, this one right here. If I remove it and then I put it back on, you can see this one is 39,000 power. Now, when it comes to the artifacts, make sure you upgrade it as much as possible because that's also going to give you power. And then when I equip it on, you can see I got 43,000 power. So make sure you work on your artifacts. I just put the wrong one. Let me try this one right here, which is the perfect one. Let's see how much power I get. This one gave me 23,000 power, so pretty good. So this is the amount of power that you're going to get for your account when you equip and unequip artifacts. Make sure you put the artifact and the WARPET on every single hero in your account to boost your power and give you some good stuff. Another place where you can get power is going to be from the talents. For example, we can go here. I'm going to apply the skills and you're going to see that I'm going to be gaining power. When you upgrade this stuff, it's going to give you some power. So make sure you upgrade them as much as you can. You get some power by doing this. Okay, so this is done from here. What else can we get power from? You can also get power, I believe, from your reliquary. If you upgrade this stuff in your account, let's see. We upgrade this one. We hit upgrade. And as you can see, we gain some power as well. So make sure you go to your reliquary decoration and then upgrade everything. That way you can get some power for your account. The stronger your account, the better it will become. And you will be able to join some powerful alliances that are available in your KVK. City themes are very important in Call of Dragons since they are going to boost your account. For example, when you go to your Hall of Order, you can see all the different city themes that you have acquired for your account. You can equip them and then get some buffs for a specific troop type that you are looking for. Now, the best thing about city themes is that the game developers added a new feature, I think 1 year ago, and it is very good. The feature is right here. You can click it from your account. So let's log out again. And then we go to your account. You go all the way up to here. And then we got this reliquary right here. So this is where you can activate your city theme. If you activate a legendary city theme, you are going to get a Legion attack of +2%. So make sure you activate your legendary city theme if you have it. If you don't have a legendary city theme, you should make sure that you activate all the epic city themes that you have unlocked in your account, because each one is going to give you 0.5% attack. And if you activate all 5 epic city themes on your account, you're going to get another 2.5% attack, which is going to be very useful for fighting your enemies in the open field PvP. The game developers recently added a new system in the game known as decorations. As you can see here in my city, I got some decorations planted in my city. These decorations are very important, and they have changed the game completely. You can access your decoration by clicking on this icon right here and then clicking on this reliquary to help you activate your decorations. The game now has so many different decorations. We got premium decorations, which are legendary, and then we got the mid legendary decorations that are free. Make sure you go to your account and you activate them right away. These decorations are going to give you a lot of attack. They're going to give you a lot of defense and make your account very strong. Now this one right here is going to give you lots of good stuff. If you max it out all the way to the end, it's going to be like unlocking T6 troops in your account. So make sure you get as many decorations as possible and then just activate them. If you don't have the legendary ones, make sure you use the epic ones in your account and you should be good to go. Now there are so many places that you can get decorations for your account. For example, if you go to your KVK icon and then you go to your conquest achievement, you hit the warband achievement, you're going to see that you can get some decorations from here, like this one here, choice legendary decoration chest. Make sure you use them to upgrade your decorations and get them as strong as possible, because that's going to make your account very powerful. Now every week you can also get decoration from your merit store. As you can see here, we got this decoration box right here. Make sure you take advantage of this decoration every week, because that's going to make your account very important. Another place to get the decoration is from the QUESTOSCOPE. The devs added something new, which is the QUESTOSCOPEs, which can help you get some decoration as well. You complete these missions and you should be good to go with the decoration. So that is going to be awesome for your account. Take your decorations very seriously, because they are going to be very good in helping you out. Make sure you prioritize your spending on decorations, because they are the way to go. Remember, decorations are going to be permanent buffs. Make sure you spend your money probably on decorations, because if you do it on heroes and artifacts, they are going to become obsolete at some point. However, your decorations is going to be there forever. So make sure you pay attention to it. The next topic of the video is going to be the QUESTOSCOPE, which is this building that you find in your account from the Scout Sentry post. This was added recently. This building is going to help you get some decorations for your account, like we can hit the chances and you can see all the decorations that you can get. Make sure you take this building very seriously. Always try to upgrade. Always try to go to this building and just complete the missions. You can just click them and then claim. You click and claim and you should be good to go. Make sure you claim the stuff. That way you have a chance to get some nice free decorations for your account. For example, I got some good ones. Oh, here are the legendary. make sure you claim them, collect them. They are very, very easy to complete. You can get all the way up to 50 missions. Once you complete, the 50 missions are also going to refresh. So now when you get the items, you can go over here, Troves of Riches, and then just make a draw. So we're going to draw and see what we get. Can we get some legendary? Come on, come on, come on. Okay, so we didn't get lucky this time. But as you can see here from the chances, these are everything that you can get from the QUESTOSCOPE. It has become one of the coolest additions into the game that people really, really like. And here are the chances of the stuff that you're going to get from this QUESTOSCOPE. Make sure you take it very, very seriously. It is one of the best things to be added. People were complaining about decorations in Call of Dragons, and this building pretty much fixed that problem. So take it very seriously and work on your QUESTOSCOPE and then upgrade your decorations from here. Now, if you want to put a decoration in your account, make sure you build it first. So you go to this hammer icon for the building, and then you go to decorative, I believe. Find a decoration for your account. For example, this one is the wolf sculpture. Make sure you build it. Then it's going to be in your decoration area, because sometimes you will not be able to find it. As you can see here, it is saying new. So make sure you build it in your city, then you'll have access to it. And then you can just upgrade it and get some good stuff. As you can see, I am getting lots of power by just doing these upgrades. So make sure you take advantage of this situation to give your account more power and help you join a very strong alliance in the early game. If you ever plan on spending money in Call of Dragons, I would recommend you use the PLUTOMALL. From the PLUTOMALL, you will be able to buy dragon tickets. Dragon tickets are tickets that you can use to purchase items in the game. When you buy from the PLUTOMALL, you're going to get 10% extra value in the form of dragon coins. You can accumulate a lot of dragon coins and use them to buy stuff in your account without spending any extra money. So this is the best way to do it. And when you use dragon tickets, you are going to avoid spending more money, especially when your Google Play Store is going to require you to pay extra money to buy stuff. So make sure you use dragon tickets because they are the way to go. By the way, I am a partnered content creator with Call of Dragons, and you can use my affiliate link for the PLUTOMALL in the description section down below. We don't really get paid with the affiliate link. The game developers just use them to see our influence in the game. So make sure you use that legitimate link in the description section to go to your PLUTOMALL store and help you buy some dragon tickets for your account, because this is the best way to spend in the game. It is what everyone uses in Call of Dragons, so do not miss out. 10% extra value in the form of dragon coins. It is absolutely fantastic. Up next, we're going to talk about spending in Call of Dragons. If you're going to be spending, here are some of the best places to spend. The first one is going to be focusing all your spending on decorations. Decoration bundles are going to be very, very good for your account. Decorations are kind of like having T6 on your account. So make sure you focus on them as much as possible because the buffs are going to be permanent. Now, there are so many bundles in Call of Dragons that you can get. The first one that comes to mind is going to be the daily deals. You can use this to upgrade your heroes and you're going to get like lots of good stuff pretty much every single day. So this is going to be a good one. Next one on the list is going to be the monthly packs. This is going to help you get some good stuff for your account. You can get second research queue. You can unlock auto help. You can get lots and lots of good stuff for your account with these monthly packs. What are other good bundles? Another one is going to be the growth fund. I don't have it over here, but I think I'll put the image here later on and you can check it out. You can also buy the Titan Legacy, which is something you get at the beginning of every new season. You can purchase the Insight Rune and you're going to get some good stuff. If you go all the way to the end, you can see that you will be able to pick one of these awesome artifacts for your account. Take a look at this, guys. We got the Spiritborn Torque. We got the Infernal Flame, Mirage Orb. We got the Wolf Howl Horn. There is pretty much everything for almost everyone over here. So this is going to be one of the best ways to get a very, very good artifact for your account. Over 5 seasons, you will be able to max out a specific powerful artifact at a very low cost. So this is going to be a good place to spend some good stuff. Now there is also another bundle. When you unlock a brand new hero, that bundle is going to show up. It's got like 10 tokens. You can get that one as well. That one is pretty good. When you are upgrading your city buildings and your research, you're going to be getting pop-up bundles along the way. Those bundles are also going to be very good, especially if you have the money and you want to spend it. And guys, make sure you buy dragon tickets and use dragon coins, because it's going to help you save a lot of money. It is the best way to buy stuff in Call of Dragons. VIP is very, very important in Call of Dragons, and you should make sure you pay attention to it. Now, the first way to upgrade your VIP is to make sure you join a very powerful alliance, because in a powerful alliance, you will be able to collect gifts, and those gifts are going to give you VIP points. That's going to help boost your VIP and make it very, very strong. There are so many different VIP levels and they cost a lot, but over time, you will be able to get there. Your main goal is to try and get to the SVIP store and get some good stuff. But that's going to be a very, very long time. But you should make sure you focus on your account. The first thing that you want to do is try and get to VIP 8 as fast as possible. Because in VIP 8, you are going to get the second research queue permanently. You're going to get more research speed. And you're going to get monthly dragon ticket claim limit. This is when people reward you with dragon tickets. On top of that, you will be able to get one legendary token every single day. So this is going to be the first goal for your account, which is getting to VIP 8. If possible, you can even use some gems to get here as fast as possible. Depending on how many gems you have, your gems are going to be very, very valuable. But if you're not in a very strong alliance, I would recommend you use your gems to get to VIP 8 as fast as possible, because it is one of the best of the best. And from the store, you will be able to buy some good stuff for your account. So don't miss out on VIP in your account. There are so many events in Call of Dragons that can help you with your account. You can go to your event calendar and see them out one by one. So right now we have the Dragon Abyss, which is in the game. There is also Battle Abyss. So make sure you play this event almost every 2 or 3 days, because it's going to give you lots of good stuff. You will have access to the Abyss store and buy a lot of good stuff for your account. We have the Alliance Mobilization. Make sure you register for this event with your Alliance members, because look at all the good stuff that you're going to get when your Alliance gets to level number 18. You get all of these rewards, guys. It is fantastic. You don't want to miss out on Alliance Mobilization. We have events like the Trial of Light, which gives you 3 legendary tokens from this event when you complete every level. And you also get Decoration Chest, which is very good. You got Breaking Through, another event that gives you lots of legendary tokens for your account. You don't want to miss that. Make sure you participate in Strongest Lord event. If you have a lot of speed ups, you can make your way all the way to the end and, you know, be number 1 and get lots of good stuff. But this one is going to be a very challenging event. Another event that's going to be very, very important for your account is going to be the Roots of War. Now, do I have the icon over here? Nope. The Roots of War icon is not over here. Make sure you play Roots of War every 2 weeks, because Roots of War is going to give you up to 10 legendary tokens. You don't want to miss out on it. If your alliance wins it, you get 10 legendary tokens. It's very good. If you don't win it, you get 5 legendary tokens. So it is a win-win situation, and you don't want to miss out on that event. We got so many events that you need to pay attention to. Make sure you focus, you lock in, and you should be able to boost your account big time. Multiple events show up here all the time. We also have the Crucible of Courage, which is another event that gives you lots of token and stars for your account. Make sure you pay attention to them. Let's do a quick overview of WARPETs in Call of Dragons. WARPETs are very, very important in the game. You should consider WARPETs as the 3rd hero in your lineup. For example, when I create a Legion and try to bring it out, this is what I have over here. As you can see, each hero has like 5 different set of skills. And the WARPETs have 8 different set of skills. So you should make sure that you upgrade your WARPETs as much as possible, because they are going to be like the 3rd hero in your lineup. Make sure you work on them. To capture a WARPET, you hit the search button. you go to the beast, and then you have multiple selection over here. You can select the WARPET that you want. You hit search, and then you go and capture that WARPET. Once you've captured the WARPET, it's going to be in your WARPET sanctuary, which is over here, and you can train your WARPET from here. You can regenerate the WARPET to like give them good attributes. Now I have a dedicated guide for WARPET, the most recent one. I'm gonna be linking it over here. Now if you want to equip a WARPET on your Legion, make sure your WARPET is affinity level number 5. Affinity level number 2. You should upgrade them and take them to level number 2. To do that, you can go to your pet sanctuary, which is right here. You click on the pet, and then you give it some gifts and try to upgrade it. Get it to level number 2, and you will be able to equip the pet on your legions, and you should be good to go. Make sure you check out my dedicated WARPET guide video that I'm gonna link over here. It should give you all the information that you need about the WARPETs. There are so many heroes in Call of Dragons, and you should be very careful when you are investing in these heroes in the game. Now, the best heroes are always found in the late game. So when you first start out, make sure you save your tokens for very, very powerful heroes in the game. For example, if you're someone who is a mage main, your priority is going to be Yuan Ming. Yuan Ming is going to be an excellent hero that you can get later on in the game. He is going to take your account to the next level. If you want Infantry Legion in your account, you're going to be focusing on Kuma. He is one of the best heroes in the game. He is nasty. He does some crazy stuff. When it comes to cavalry, there are 2 heroes that I would recommend for cavalry. You have Agnar, who is hands down the strongest cavalry in the game. You don't want to mess with this guy. And then we also have Naya. Naya is going to be excellent with her camouflage ability. It is one of the best skills in the game. So for cavalry, you focus Agnar and you focus Naya. And then when it comes to archers, we got Ruby. Ruby right now is at the top of the list for any archer hero. This hero is like a G5 hero, so you're gonna get her later on in the game. If you can save your tokens for her, you should be good to go. She is absolutely insane in the open field. She has displaced Margaret as the best archer hero in the game. The only problem is you need to max her out, but hey, if you save your tokens and you upgrade the hero, you are never going to regret your decision in the game. Now, which other troop type do we have to check out? We've checked out infantry, which is Kuma. We got cavalry, which is Agnar and Naya. And then we got archers, which is Ruby. We got mages, which is Mr. Yuan Ming. So these are some of the strongest heroes in the game. Now, we are going to be getting G5 mages very soon. So one of them might be very, very powerful. Also, you shouldn't underestimate the legendary Seluna. She is going to be another must-have hero in your account as well. Now, like I said before from one of the introduction sections, you should make sure you focus on just one troop type. Do not try to focus on almost everything in the game. You should focus on one troop type and make your account very, very strong as much as you can. And then later on, you can focus on other troop type. For example, if you're mage main, you got Yuan Ming. You can get other powerful mage heroes in the game. You have the likes of Lilia. You have the likes of Thunderlin. You got the likes of Musiang. You got the likes of, who is it? Is it Thea? Thea is also going to be another good hero to invest as a mage main. And then for your infantry hero, it's going to be Kuma and somebody else. Right now, Kuma and Ella is doing very, very good because you're going to have a good march for open field. And you're going to have a good march for your city. But Kuma and Lei Quan is also a very good investment for infantry for open field combat PvP. Kuma and Goresh is also another good one for infantry. As you can see, the catalyst here is Kuma. If you want proper investment for your heroes, make sure you check out separate dedicated guides that are focused towards the hero. This video is mostly to give you a simple introduction to Call of Dragons for brand new beginners. I hope this is going to be very helpful. I will be putting a video here to help you out in selecting proper heroes for your account. There are so many good artifacts in Call of Dragons, and you know, you can focus on the best ones that are going to be useful with different Legion lineups. So let's see some of the best artifacts that are going to be useful in many places. Like the Spiritborn Torque. This is a universal infantry artifact that you can use on pretty much any infantry hero. And you can get this artifact from the Titan Legacy, which means you should be able to max it out over 5 seasons. And this is going to be very good for your account. Spiritborn Torque is absolutely brilliant for all the infantry. Now, when it comes to the mages, there is a powerful artifact right here known as the Mirage Orb. This Mirage Orb has like an additional effect. Every time your Legion gains a buff effect through a hero skill, they deal 13% more artifact skill damage up to a maximum of 39%. So this one right here is kind of like a universal artifact. When it comes to the archers, okay, while we're still here, we also got the Phoenix Eye, which is also good for the magic troop type. So this is another artifact that you can work on. The good thing, you can get this with the gold keys. When it comes to the cavalry, you got the Kingslayer. This is a good one that is universal. So you can focus on this artifact as well. And then when it comes to the archers, you got something like the Shadow Blades. Shadow Blade is going to be very excellent for your account as an archer player. However, you should try and focus on the Ruby Roaring Rager. This artifact is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting in terms of doing damage. So this should be your top priority as an archer player in Call of Dragons. And remember, Ruby is the best archer in the game. And she's got her own artifact, which is nasty in the open field. You can read the effect and see for yourself. So if you're going to play archers, this is the way to go. Now we also have the Heart of the Kamasi, which is good for archers. So that's going to be fantastic. Another good artifact for infantry is going to be this one right here for Kuma. So this is going to be a very good one for your account. Obviously, there are many artifacts in the game. You can't really invest in all of them, so you have to focus. You should also check out other separate guides for artifacts to make sure you get the best ones for your account. I think that pretty much covers everything that we need to talk about today. So to do a quick summary, make sure you begin in the League of Order because you're going to have Celestials for your open field combat. That's going to be excellent for your account. You should try and focus on just a single troop type. Do not try to beat around the bush and upgrade multiple things at the same time because that's going to make your account very weak. Make sure you pay attention to your reliquary, especially your decorations. This should be your highest priority in terms of spending. Try to get them as high as possible. They are going to be permanent buffs. There are so many awesome heroes in the game, but you need to focus the ones that are going to be super important for your account. Make sure you join a strong alliance as fast as possible. You can join a strong alliance by upgrading your account and making it very strong, gaining a lot of power as fast as possible in the early stages of the game. So these are pretty much everything that I want to show you guys today. Keep on working on your account. Check out some of the other guides that I'm going to link to this video. They should be able to help you out. And if you're going to be spending, guys, make sure you use dragon tickets from the PLUTOMALL because it is the best way to buy stuff in the game. You're going to escape unnecessary extra charges that might come from your Play Store or your App Store. So you don't want to go through all of that. You can check out my affiliated link in the description section down below. We don't really get paid anything for the link. The game developers just use it to see our influence in the game. So check out the link in the description section down below. If you're new here, subscribe for more content. Until then, talk to you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.